Well, hello everybody. I hope you can see pretty well. I am I'm logging in here tonight from my kitchen. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have the products in the background, like day in the life with Luke Wilborn. Got the products up here. But anyway, guys, I'm having a little bit of fun. But yes, my name is Luke Wilborn. I am an ambassador in this company you're about to hear about called VEMA, VEMMA. If you heard about it before, awesome. If not, awesome. Our job is to educate and raise the awareness about our product line and raise the awareness about what the opportunity can do. But I don't know if I said it or not, I'm 27 years old. I'm out here in San Diego, California. And somebody told you about this. Somebody invited you on here so you guys could check this thing out. I'm looking at the names of people coming in and out of the room here. But someone invited you on here to check this business out or this product out. And so I'm going to kind of run through it real short. You're going to get like a brief, boom, like not even a preview, a little more thorough than a preview, but your first introduction, maybe your second introduction to this concept. Okay, so I'm out here in San Diego. The company called VEMA. It's actually an acronym. It's called, it stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals. This guy right here, this big orange bottle. My headphones are long enough. I'll get it. So this was the original product, and it still is. This is our flagship product. Comes in a big bottle. You get I'm just hands-on in here right now in my kitchen. Let's see where the shot glass is. Anyway, you get a shot glass with each order, which is pretty cool. And you drink 2 ounces of this product a day. So you get this shot glass, nice and branded, and you get this bottle, nice and branded. Got the aloe on there, green tea, the mango steamed fruit. And this, when I first saw this, you guys, when I was first introduced to this concept, I was in my friend's living room, and we were talking about this product. And that's the company name. So Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe Vera. It's the world's most complete liquid nutrition program that you guys can find anywhere. And it tastes pretty stinking amazing. I mean, for having 12 vitamins in it, 65 minerals, antioxidants, aloe vera, obviously all liquid, for what it is, you guys, the thoroughness of the product, it tastes amazing. And I was in my friend's living room. I heard about this concept. I went over there to hear about how I could maybe create some additional income. I didn't really know what to expect, but I knew it was legit. And I knew it was thorough because of the people, the caliber of the person that invited me over to hear about it. So I was excited. And what I saw that night was a company out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Now they just moved to Tempe. They bought we're bulking up, man. We bought the big new building, and so that we can grow even bigger. And the concept I saw that night changed my awareness of how income could be made in my life tenfold. I saw a way where I could get out of making wages and start participating in actual profits of the company. A company can make millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars a year, but if you're stuck on that wages salary, you're never going to have a piece of the big pie. So I got excited about this concept because myself, at 20 years old, when I saw this, I could be a partner, not an employee. Nothing wrong with that, but I was looking to not only make some money, I was looking to make a 6-figure income. Anyone had a dream to make 6 figures, that was a dream for me, was to hit a 6-figure income. So I started listening. At the core of the conversation, my mentor, Mr. Tom Alcazan, a longtime family friend, was talking about health and wellness. He was talking about how, unfortunately, in this country and in many countries, people are suffering from diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, migraine headaches, arthritis, gout, eczema, psoriasis, you name it. There's a lot of health issues. If we could take a poll right now, we all know somebody, unfortunately, with those issues. Now, the concept that night was, let's see if we can help stop the slide a little. There's the same amount of people that die each year from heart disease, okay, can be likened to a jumbo jet, a full-size airliner going up in the air every day and crashing and killing like 350 people per plane. That's how many people a year just die in this country, in the US of A, from just heart disease, not to mention everything else. So is there a need for the products? Well, Mexico and us, we're the 2 heaviest countries in the world. I think they're winning right now, or losing, I should say. They're the biggest country on the planet, and we're a close second. We go back and forth all the time. So Do you guys know anyone? Do you think there's some money being thrown at the weight loss industry, right? The body line right here. Do you think there's some money being thrown at those diseases I mentioned a little bit ago? Not that Vima cures those things, but it gives your body a chance. I don't know about you guys, but I just had some lasagna this morning. I had some eggs and things. I eat decently well, but it's not like I'm in the Garden of Eden just eating pure, perfect food all the time. And people go, well, I eat clean, I eat healthy. I could eat 30 head of lettuce here, and it's not like I'm getting all my nutrients. I mean, it's really difficult, you guys. And even the U.S. government is saying that the average American should be supplementing every day. So I saw Vima as an amazing product that touched any age demographic. Maybe the business isn't for you, but dang, we have a product that's for you, promise. From the Vima line to my favorite, here's a couple of the heavy hitters for me, the Verve line. This is the original 2 ounces. So in each one of these bad boys, there's 2 ounces of Vima inside the cans here. And this is the most clinically studied energy drink on the planet. Tastes even better than its big brother here, the original Vima bottle, in my opinion. And you got energy, no crash, awesome. Tastes amazing. Feel even better. So we have the original Vima line. I got like the samples here tonight because I'm in my kitchen. We got the Verve line, awesome. And then we have Chris and Heidi Powell from Extreme Weight Loss Edition on ABC. His face is on the product. They help formulate the product. We have an amazing app that helps people lose weight. It's incredible, you guys. So our products are not just for me. If you're switching gears a little bit, rolling into the financial side here. If I love making some weird drink or some weird kind of business model where it only makes sense to me, I enjoy it, right? Like a certain drink or a certain food, a certain acquired taste. Well, that's not really a good business plan. You want to have something that kicks butt with 1,000 people, maybe? No, let's go a little bigger. How about 50 countries? How about anybody from ages 18 to 80? We can touch them with the products, and we can even touch people with the opportunity. Now, here's the opportunity. Vima has an incredible product line, which I just showed here in my kitchen. And the point is, Vima as a company does not spend the traditional dollars on advertising like all the companies I could talk about right now. Maybe Red Bull if you're talking energy drinks. Maybe supplements like Centrum, even though it's not a supplement, it's just like a little pill, right? Maybe weight loss like Jenny Craig or anything. Obviously their branding's been working with me. I thought of it off the top of my head. But we don't spend the money on that. BK Barreco, our CEO, doesn't really spend the money on traditional advertising. Instead, what do you think the strongest form of advertising is on the planet? If you love a good movie or you have the best dinner of your life at the new place down the street that opens up, every time you pass it and you're with your friends, what do you talk about? You talk about that restaurant. You go, oh man, I had the best pizza there. It's amazing. That movie, whatever it is, amazing. Don't see it, see it. Don't see it, see it. Don't eat there, eat there. We're always talking about that. And we're such a product of our own environment. So this is what we're capitalizing on, and this is called word of mouth. Word of mouth marketing or direct sales, where a product is manufactured. It does not go to a retail outlet. It goes straight to the consumer. And how the message gets spread is like any powerful, positive message worthwhile spreading on the planet. Okay, it's self-fueled, and it's a quality, and I like to say organically grown message where I heard about it. It struck some chords with me. I'm not going to lie, being 20 years old in San Diego, loving the cars I love and wishing I could own certain things and maybe one day wanting to buy a home, things like that. Yes, I was in a position where, yes, the products made sense. Was I looking for a supplement? Did I have high blood pressure? No, but it made sense to me. And I realized it wasn't so much about me, it was about the marketplace. But I realized that also if the business made sense to me and the products made sense to me, it makes sense to some of my friends. Now, I want to tell you guys this too, that this is such a powerful message because why? We are in the worst. This is not my opinion. I've been saying my opinion a lot. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. We are in the worst job market in the last 80, 85 years in this country. So you look at that and you go, wow, that is a horrible situation. But look, perhaps we have a solution for people to where they can, with now here's a big word, without getting a second job, without blank, blank, blank. Whatever it is, people, they're tight on money, too much month at the end of the money, right? They're tight on money. We're in the worst job market. If you're a millennial like me, millennial generation, Gen Yer, I've read numerous articles. We're the lost generation, and we are the lowest paid demographic in the marketplace that it's working. We have around a 50% unemployment rate. The average student carries, I remember high school, I had those big backpacks and you have all your books there, man, and it hurts your back literally after a while. So check this out. Whether or not they have a backpack or not, the average student, you can go to any campus and look at a student and go, you know what? Average kid is carrying 30 grand in debt on their back by the time they graduate. And that is nothing to joke about. We're as a country, we're in more debt with student loans than we are with credit cards. It's like 1.3, 1.4 trillion with a T dollars in debt with student loans. You can go bankrupt. You guys can't pay those back. The debt gets passed on to siblings, or maybe maybe even your kids. I haven't thought about that far, but you can't get rid of that debt unless you pay it off. So here's the point. I'm not Mr. Doom Gloom, and I'm not trying to paint a negative picture here, but I'm not a dummy either. You don't want to stick your head in the sand. You want to be preventative here and enroll this concept into actual income for you. So how does it work? I love the systematic approach with this business. This is how it works. I went on to my friend's website that told me about this business. Very easy. I added to cart, right? I picked some verb out. That didn't exist at the time. So I picked some good old Vima out, and I went to I was on his website. I picked out Vima. I added it to my cart, and I checked out. I bought Vima, name, address, phone number, email. It shipped right to my door. And lo and behold, I got product. I had a tangible, consumable product, and I fell in love with it. And that's really what catapulted me in the business. Now, how do you get started? You just go to your friend's website that told you about this and do the same thing. We've all bought online before. If you haven't bought online, join the club. It is awesome. Amazon does hundreds of millions of dollars. They're worth that much. I got my phone chargers off there. I bought headphones off there. I mean, Nordstrom's or Amazon or whatever, Zappos.com, huge business, huge. You know what the number one product in the world, you guys, is? Hopefully one day it's Vima, but for now it's convenience. And people are all about convenience. So the business side of this, I love it because, if you think about opening your own business, perhaps you want to bake cookies or you want to build race engines for the fellas, right? You start a business and lo and behold, you don't really do what your main passion was anymore. You're an accountant. You're doing payroll. You're doing taxes. Maybe you can hire someone for the taxes. You're dealing with headaches, a lot of little stuff. And all of a sudden you have fired your boss at your day job and now you are the boss and you have a lot of things to shovel. Now in Vima, for me as an affiliate, I kind of have this cool lifestyle that I get to just come on here and do stuff like this. But as far as shipping, receiving, and stocking, and panel vans, and dollies, and forklifts, and canning, and FDA, and all these different things that control and headaches. My dad owned a fast food franchise. I saw a lot of headaches when I was a little kid. And I love this business because systematically, I get to enjoy family. I get to enjoy friends. I get to enjoy my income without a lot of headaches. Now, there are headaches. Vima in Tempe, Arizona, they deal with it. Bless their hearts. They package the orders. They ship it on the FedEx trucks. They deal with, I'm sure they deal with a bunch of stuff that I don't know about because I don't deal with it. It's all over there. Basically, how it works is if you were to go to your friend's website, place an order, your friend doesn't package the order, right? It comes from Scottsdale, so it shows up on their screen. They package it, ships right to your house. Now, if you're looking at a way to service the world and build a large income eventually. For now, this gets you guys $1,000 a month. But if eventually you're trying to build a large business, you got to have some sort of system in place. And you guys, we have it. We have a strong company. As a company, we did $221 million last year in sales. We're open in 50 countries. Colombia just opened. man, they must just be kicking butt down there. I've seen there was a 250 person meeting last night. I see, Instagram. We're in the information age, right? So you just get updates all the time. And it's so exciting, you guys. I could show you picture after picture after picture of people that are getting their Verve for the first time, and they're like Christmas in September. That was the caption today, because they're so excited because they got their products. Systematic business, you guys. Company, $221 million. Compensation plan. I really don't have enough time on here, and it's more of a visual thing. Do not go away from this opportunity uneducated to the fullest level about how it actually works. Opinion is not going to add up, you guys. Good intentions, opinion, that all falls short at the foot of your dreams. Your dreams are up here. Opinions will take you. Other people's opinions will take you to a place where you don't want to even be. It's nothing. It's going to leave you exactly where you were. So with this, you guys, with this being said, check it out. Get some product for yourself. Who I am lately, I've kind of become. I'm a product of my parents. Okay, I have a point for bringing this all up. Okay, so your beliefs right now about how money is made, in your head right now, and if you drew it, if you're an artist, if you could get that vision out onto paper, you have an ideal kind of person that would be on time and have their PhD and their masters, and they would go to Columbia or an Ivy League school, and they would be 40 or 50 years old, and they would know everybody, and they would live. See, I'm painting a picture of right now of kind of what I found to kind of be the stereotypical successful person. And it's funny because a lot of times, if I've asked people that, and I have in the past, it's not them. It's somebody else. It's that person the world has brainwashed us, has brainwashed you to think that's who you have to be in order to be successful. I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of people would consider, being financially independent or hitting a six-figure income outside of the typical workplace, or doing what you love, right? That's success. Doing what you love. And I'm going to say something financially, doing what you love and getting paid for it, that's true success financially speaking. And so if you could hit a six-figure income, and if you could maybe, like I said earlier, raise your awareness on a new way to make that happen outside of maybe the career or the job force or the opportunities that have been presented to you thus far, you guys can create a new element for yourselves, and Vima is the vehicle. You can really look at this thing as two ways. You can go, I never heard of it. It must be too good to be true. My mom didn't tell me about this industry. My dad didn't tell me about this. My professor didn't tell me about this. My econ professor didn't tell me about this. My career counselor didn't tell me about, I went to my career counselor over here at Palomar College, or community college. I said, you know what? How can I make some money? I'm trying to make at least six figures. And they were like, well, you could be a doctor and you could be a lawyer. And I was just thinking, okay, well, I don't want to go to school for that long, and that's not really my cup of tea anyway. But, my point is, they didn't mention this. Your parents didn't mention this. My parents didn't mention this. And it doesn't mean it's not the coolest thing in the world. You guys, our beliefs, our programming, how money is made, even the religion that you think about, and just everything, the foods you like, the cultural things, they've been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Now, I'm going to say something. I don't know your parents. I don't even know you guys. So I'm just trying to say here, if you want something that your family has never experienced before, as far as lifestyle goes, income goes, happiness, maybe even, if your granddad, dad, and then now you want something different, you have to participate in different activities. You got to plug into some different mindset things, some different rituals. So most people, if you were going to win the lottery right now, would you want to make 100 grand, or would you want to win the million? If you had an opportunity to work your butt off now on the other side of that, would you rather have $1 million or 500 grand or $1,000 a month or 30 grand a month? Obviously, everyone wants the bigger number, But not everyone wants to change their mindset. And I'm kind of hitting on this because this is like, boom, left field, never heard of it a lot of times. And you guys, when I saw this, it kind of struck me like that. And I was like, whoa. And it hit me. That's exactly what I needed. Because if I really showed up that night because I was sick of hearing about hourly wages. There's only 168 hours a week, 24 hours in a day. Rich people have about 24 hours in a day. So do broke people. So does the middle class. What's the difference? Big question to ask. Not too many people can answer it. I think I have a pretty good idea. Rich people do what poor middle class people don't do, which is participate in bigger thinking activities. And not only that, the philosophy stops. They actually work on themselves. They work on a business that can go beyond their time in the day. For instance, I work 40 hours a week. I don't, but let's just say I did. Say I was I don't know. I hate saying particular things because I might offend somebody, but let's just say I'm an engineer and I work and I make $80,000 a year. I'm on salary. Okay, now that's great income and that's an awesome profession. I wanted to be an engineer at some point, but I'm not good at math, so that didn't happen. So let's just say that engineer makes a decision to build Vima to $1,000 a month. Not even that. So like right there, boom, $1,000 a month. And eventually through persistence and good old-fashioned what? Good old-fashioned work. This takes effort. Although we are on an awesome platform, it takes effort. Eventually I start making 80 grand a month, or excuse me, a year. And look at that. You're making 80 grand a year at your main thing, your first love, right? Engineering. And then you've also got this part-time business that's met your 80 grand year mark with your engineering degree and in the time and experience. Now, here's my point. You can't do this part-time with another job. There's not enough time in the day, right? You can't go past here. You can't get 3 jobs and make, 160 grand, okay, with 2 or 3 jobs. You guys, this systematically in the beginning, you will be adding with addition. 5 or 10 people get on board, and then those people start doing the same thing. And all of a sudden, you're multiplying your income by 10, 20, 30, 100 people that have decided through your network, that have decided to place an order and be a part of the system and be a part of the culture. So exponentially growing, you guys. You see the banks are on every corner. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all the credit unions, everywhere, right? What business are they in? They're in the money-making business. My point is they make compounding interest on a lot of individuals that have borrowed money from them, right? And that's not exactly what we're doing here, but we have compounding efforts from perhaps 5, 10, 20, 100 people. You guys could be all at your main gig, and you can check your Vima app, and you get paid on the orders shipped. So say you have 100 orders that ship out in 1 week, and 80 the next, and 150 the next, and 60 on the last week. You get paid accordingly to each week. We get paid every Thursday. I get paid every Thursday at 9 p.m. I have Navy Federal. That's just when I get my money. And it's just based on how many orders went out that week. And I loved it, you guys, and this is one of my closing thoughts. I loved it because there was no politics. As I looked on the names over here, we got male, female, right? If I was watching you guys, we probably got all sorts of different races on here. You could be from Canada or Mexico, France, South Africa, Belgium. Doesn't matter where you're from. It matters on your excitement and your performance. And there's no hindering here. There's no politics. If you guys really want to create that $1,000 a month and then eventually $1,000 a day, like quite a few of us have done, you can create those things in your life, and there's no politics about it. You can't make more money than your boss in a corporate situation. You'll never get paid like the CEO. I'm not going to say never, but are the odds in your favor or what? I mean, you guys answer it on your own. But with this, I liked it because if I wanted it and I really wanted it, and it was a serious desire, like it so big that it got me off the couch, I could go after and get it. And so, guys, I'm blessed to say that for me, it's turned into a multiple 6-figure income a year. I'm not renting. I was able to buy a home. I know, which is the American dream, right? To own a house. And my wife is able to stay home with our daughter, and it's a dream come true. So let me say this before we end. Birds of a feather flock together. We've all heard that. We are products of our environment. So when you get off of here and you run this concept, this crazy kind of fresh breath of air concept by your mom, your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. Now, your husband or wife, you got to deal with that on a different level, I understand. But the point is, if you guys want to do it, you don't need a cosigner. You don't need that person to give you the green light. It doesn't matter. And really, if you want things in life to be different for yourself, you have to take the responsibility, and you need to make sure this is something you want to be a part of. And I'm just telling you, average is what most of us are surrounded with. Average incomes, average work ethic, average weight, average everything, average car, average home. You get my point. So if here's average, here's where I was. I was like down here a little bit, but let's just say average is right here. If I want something different in my life, I got to take notes from somebody on that frequency. It's like I wasn't even on the right radio station. Okay, so tune in to, as best you can, to the picture that we're trying to paint here and the millionaire mindset. And there's no offense to be taken or had against your friend or your mom or whoever it is. But if you want something different, you guys, you got to rise above the noise. And it's not that you're better than them. You're just taking notes from someone that has what you want. And there's plenty of information once you are ready to be looking for it and once you're ready to ingest that information. Good information coming from credible, very paid resources, people that have been in your shoes, and they too have made the decisions to follow people that they like. So look, credibility, we're the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. You go to vervenergydrink.com. We are the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. How cool is that? Verve Energy Lounge. You can go on Google Images, check that out. It is awesome. And I tell people all the time, I say, look, man, if it's good enough for the Suns as an NBA team, multi-million-dollar deals with the U.S. Airways, which is their arena. I mean, obviously, it's a professional sports organization. It's good enough for us. I'm not going to hire a panel of 8 attorneys that are going to comb through this for 6 months, and neither of you. So you got to go off references. Official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. We're open in 50 countries. 50. Maybe some of these countries let it slip in. I don't know the policies of maybe Mexico or Colombia or these places. But look, guys, US of A, hey, Canada, Europe. Europe is so quality control on their products and their opportunities for their citizens. So look, guys, we're in 50 countries. So check that out. Let it marinate a little bit. Get excited, because I know you are already. Get with the person that invited you on here. And you guys, your current situation, the life you don't want, the life we're on here to avoid, perhaps maybe down the road to maybe kick you in a different direction. If you decide that this isn't for you later, you hit $1,000 a month and you're like, you know what? I don't like it. This isn't me. You can quit. Average, where you're coming from right now, most likely, is always going to be available. For me, I realize that, if I don't want to do this, I can always go back to making $10 an hour. So why not go for it? Make the decision, you guys, to have it all. And I'll see you at the next VEMA event. Have a great night. This is Luke Wilborn signing off.